Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod version 1.6, the Forge Awakens, and let's see, I think we are on episode 75? I think that's right. Yeah, I only made 80 thumbnails for this series. I figured surely we'd be done by episode 80. I see I'm going to have to change my way of thinking here. So I am having way too much fun to say that we're going to be done in 5 episodes. We're going at least to 100, if not well beyond that. We'll see. I just saw a flash of someone starving. That's not possible. 65,000. They just went on a very long trip and needed to get all the way back to a place that has food. Something like that. So these guys came in. How did we do? We did fine, except over here. Yeah, don't know that we can really get on board there. Is there a way to just drop down rather than continue? Although we could continue all the way to the back end of this, but... And I'm sure they can make the leap right here if we watched them, but let me think about that. I see stairs right here. What does that do? Ooh. Whoa, look at that. I like that. Yeah, that's going to be good. So, that's weird. I scroll down and it goes uphill. So, stairs right there. And I wanted to come off. Didn't we place? Oh, that's right. We were going this direction. What was that last noise? We have a trader. We were going this direction. I needed to see where the little marks were, and they were on the right side. This was reversed, just like I thought. So nothing else is building here. So somehow that thing managed to reverse itself. Actually, I don't know if this is the right orientation. I gotta wait for this one to build. See what happened here. We may have to turn one of these guys around. Somehow on its own we managed to do a flip. Unless I managed to flip a dock around or something and that flipped everything that I clicked on next. Don't know. Either way, let's get these guys up and running. 4 of them. 5 of them. What's the... Over here, we're going to put 2 in there, so that makes 6. Stonecutter died, of course. Now let's go... Let this build while we go talk to a trader. Who's honking at our door over here? It is the farm supplier. Sana the rancher has brought us more animals. Thanks, but no thanks. But soon we will. Alright, so over here... Okay, we just gotta let that build. So, I find that lately I have been making Banished episodes in couplets. So, make one after another, and then edit both of them, make a long list of all the things that I wish I could go back and redo, but it's too difficult to. And then spend the next 2 episodes tidying up that list while trying to make some more progress. And it seems that the first of the 2, I only get halfway through my list each time. So I'm detecting a pattern developing here. We got through number 2. 3 was the keystones. I still want to call them quay stones. The quay walls. 4 is another round of houses in the mining area. It has been a while since we changed our mining around. So with that, we should be able to see some kind of a trustworthy, representation of where the jobs are now. Everybody seems to be fairly happy over here. We could use probably a little more right in this area. Now we did add this guy back in. So what did he do? He grabbed a lot of houses out of here. But we're still functioning here. Okay. Another trader. Okay, another big job source here. What do we got? No, you're just singles. Okay. So, I think we're okay on the housing in this area. I was going to add another big round of housing over here. But I think we're fine. How are we over here? We got rid of some jobs. And that helped out a lot. You guys are all living in the farming, or in the, we got these in, so you guys are all living in the forest node. Yeah. There's one. There's one. Yep. Everything looks pretty good. I think we finally have enough houses near our jobs. And so instead of creating houses in this area, maybe we'll get up to that north new farming area and put houses in there instead. Okay, that's what I needed to see. 2 more over here. There we go. And we'll take 1 down, 1 up. Okay, that's... Okay. Huh? Alrighty. I'll take it. Okay, reeds and reeds. Yeah, that's what we want to do here. We could make ropes out of reeds, but I don't think we've got any need for it. And yeah, okay, we're making reeds out of these guys. So now we're going to see fire bundles really start to multiply. We need storage. That's where we were. Okay, so themes, docks, this guy. Now the big storage only enters from one side. Right above my mouse there you see the white line underneath that door. So even though it would do a better job, I didn't realize that. It's not a mirror image. So it's going to be off by 1 like that no matter what we do. Okay. And I'm fine with that. As long as I know where it is. I don't have to have perfect symmetry. Alright, 2 of those I think will be fine, and then we're going to dock off the end of that. And he's going to land... I guess we could dock off that now. We're going to follow this line. So docks are going to come off right in that area. There. And there. That should have dropped us to the ground. And that's the last one right there. So now we want to bridge, and I want to use that bridge I've never used before. The one, this guy, the Creek Plank Bridge. I've never used that. Boy, there's almost not enough room. I can't do that. Tell you what, let's find him again and delete him. That will be this guy. Okay, let's let that build. I want to probably staircase down and then shoot across right here. That may be the better way to do it, but I need to see exactly where it is before I do that. Okay, are we satisfied out here for now? No, we got to put houses in. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more jobs. We have this space available. We do. Okay, so 8 more jobs is 4 more houses. And while we're at it, we are wanting to upgrade these guys. I tell you what, let's build the houses first, and then we'll do the upgrading. Let's get some families moved into some place, any place. So houses first. We have a dock right there, so we're going to house off of that. I'm here. That was a stonecutter again. And I think there is a trader out there waiting for us, isn't there? So houses, shanty right there. And these guys, one side only. Right there. There, okay. So we're going to go there. Let's see if I can do this right this time. Last time I really confused myself. There. Space. There. Yeah. And there. And let's do another one. So a space for the dock. For that matter, I guess I can go ahead and put one more in. Right there. And let's see, put my dock in. So we have a house, we have another house, then we have a space. House, house, space. House, house, and space. Alright, we'll do that. Let that build. We'll come back to it. You guys aren't needed. Central Market does not have any snafu. There's no missing materials, and they are actually working on it now. Okay, because we have really cut our jobs down. Let's pull some guys out of here, something like that. So we have laborers again. We're going to head over to that trader, but we're at late winter, and everything is picked up. Almost like we could have them work a little bit harder yet. Oh, we're at 87,000. We're actually getting close to 90,000 again. You know how long it's been since we've been there? Okay, but it's all cleaned up. We've done exactly what we needed to do. Everything is cleaned up. Yep. I'm happy. One there, one here. Don't know which one's been there the longest. I'll pause just in case I hit a timer. Logs, not a lot of them considering what we took out of there. Or we haven't really taken them out of there yet, but let's go ahead and do the logs. Bricks, you know, I don't know exactly where we are in bricks. We've been buying a lot of them. Are we... Well, no, we could afford to grab a few more. That'll bring us up to 2,000 bricks. We'll call that done for a while. Tin ore, yeah, we'll always grab that. That is really cheap for what we get out of it. Iron ore, we don't need. We had 5,000 last time. Tools are actually dropping. Wow. As the miners and the stone cutters are back to work. Those really chew through your tools. Okay. I'm going to grab the furnace fuel because 3 really is awfully cheap for trying to hold out and do it all by ourselves. That's pretty inexpensive for a safety cushion. So I'm going to take the safety cushion. Herbs are doing great. Let's plow through. That gives us 4,000. So let's plow through 1,000 of those. And we haven't touched pottery in a long, long time. We need 1,100. So I can count up by 20s. There we go. 4 more. Oops. Do it that way. Okay. So that gets us basic supplies. He's done. Turn this on. I think I can run the game now. And it's more foods. Chicken. Chicken is worth 3. Interesting. It's the one meat that we don't have a butcher to make things out of. So I didn't realize that it started off with basically the same price value as the end product of the beef. That's interesting. Okay. I don't see anything in here other than beef. We'll take the beef because we'll make something out of that. I think that's it. All right, 500. We can do that in 125 firewood. That's simple enough. Trade and dismiss. Okay, so we have got going back to the priorities here. So we're not going to do the houses over in the mining areas. We don't need to. We could instead do houses over here. So we need to build a base of laborers so that we can begin the massive clearing and all that we're going to do up in this area. So let's go ahead and put in, how about 6 houses here, and we're not going to do the main road. We'll make businesses along here, housing right in there, and maybe right in here. In which case it'd be nice if this wasn't here. So let's do that. What do I have available here? We'll do one more. We'll do that. And this guy now goes away. And we prioritize it so I can lay this house out that's going to be in the way of. Alright, so not so fancy housing over here. We'll save that for this area right over in this area right over here. Houses and country house is about as fancy as I'll get. So we're going to road along the outsides, so we can go out about like this. And we'll go a little bit long. Now R, nope. I always hit that one. What is that? The E instead of the R. I type by hunting and pecking. I don't have the keys memorized. I did in high school, and I just never really used it much after that, so it went away. That's what happens. You don't use it, you lose it. So there'll be one where that stockpile is. So one's going to go there, and one will come down here. R. And there-ish, there-ish, and there-ish. There-ish is a word, you know. So there's 5 and 6. There's 11. This will go away. It's so close. Someone just grab the 1. I wish in RimWorld you can click U and say, or go over here and right click and say prioritize taking this away. I wish we could do that in Banished. Hey you! This one! This one! Okay. So that's number 4. 5. Upgrade the log cabins. That's something that really could be done right now. But then it's the same issue with upgrading the shore houses or the dock houses. Let's wait until, because this kicks somebody out who then gets to grab one of the new houses. We never really get new families in. So let's build a bunch of houses first before we start kicking everybody back out again. So we can get some kids coming. Kids are getting dangerously low. We need to be in the 100 range on both of these guys at least. We're flirting with problems later. We can fix those problems with a bunch of nomads, but that brings its own set of problems in. Trees are going down because we're cutting them? Yes, good. Hate to see trees just fall in the woods with nobody there. And yes, it does make a sound, in case you're wondering. But that's just a log wasted. 6, what do we got there? We've already done that. 7, you know, I think I'm done with my list. 7 was to begin the planning out here. Okay, so we're halfway through the second of a couplet to finally get rid of done with the things that were in the way of actually working on the episode. Let's go through. Well, let's see here. Let's lay out the new clay industry. We can put everything on pause. Don't have to actually, well, we could. We actually could start running these, because we could turn these off as we turn these on. So we're not looking at stealing any more labor to do that. So that's... I need to make a list of what we've already bought, so I know what to buy for the new area coming up. Yeah, but not now. That's a distraction I don't want. I want to do this. We'll talk about that one soon. Alright, so we know we need a bunch of shore houses. Question is there anywhere that we don't want shore houses? Can I just line this entire thing with shore houses? They're not going to do well on the diagonals. And we're not going to fish here because the dock fisheries are just too powerful. Although we could, just to get some fish out in this area more easily. You know, we could. That is a really nice bend right there for a fishery. That used to be, you know, just golden until I discovered these guys. You know, the dock fisheries. These do twice as much fish per employee. But that is a really tempting spot right there to go back to the old way of doing things just for nostalgia's sake. I think so. I can't resist that. Right there, to stick them way out there in the water. Is there any advantage to coming back? No, there's not. I think well, no, if we get more of the circle in the water, I'm pretty sure. Okay, right there. We'll do that. And I do need to see that one build. Otherwise, is there any reason not to shore house any of this? We do need to keep him, because we do have all of our blacksmiths over here. Future traders are probably going to be on that side, built into the quay walls. Central market went in. Let's take you down to just 2. And one more. Yep, that seals the deal. We don't need to max this guy out real fast. There's nobody living out here yet. But that will be fine for now. And they're already doing their job. Okay, turn you off. So I think, yeah, I think we can shoreline or shore house this whole thing. So that would be there and there. So let's get in here and see this. What is this really going to look like? Just noticing the sounds. I don't know how much of this comes through, but it's like crickets and a little babbling brook, a little bit of breeze, birds chirping. Boy, that is a nice sound. It's like you really are out there in the woods. I don't want these to stretch in as far as they'll stretch. Is there any reason to leave space in between to move through? I don't think so. Except for maybe... No, all of our bridges are in. I think we can pack this thing tight. I don't see any reason why we've got to be able to do anything in between them. 4. I think we need 10 to maintain what we're already doing. There's our first one. One more. One more. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it. Alright, so 10 shore houses going in. Each of those take what? 40 logs. Ouch. 400 logs are about to be swallowed up. Okay. That tells me we need more laborers. Less builders, more laborers. We've got to get these goods taken out. I know we have lots and lots of trees queued up in here. Yeah, that's a tree right there. So, there's a lot already planned to be taken out. It's just a matter of getting them. So, this is all replanting. Let's grab all the food out of this area, too. I don't know what's going to happen. Will these guys eventually despawn since they're not under trees anymore? Let's not risk that if that is the case. Let's take advantage of that food while it's still here. So we want this guy, and let's just... Why didn't that work? Did I not choose it? I did. Okay. Must have just gotten near the edge of the screen, and it didn't want to do that. Okay. We'll do that. Okay, that's shore houses. And how fast this builds is not a priority. It's fine. There's no rush on this. As they build, we will swap out from the others. We are going to need more houses, I think, though. 11 houses, well, 12 houses is roughly 24 initial employees or workers. House, and yeah, I should have varied these a little bit, but I didn't, so we'll just complete the pattern. But that gives us 24, and there's 20 workers right there. Shore houses max out at 2, right? Yeah. So there's 20 right there. We still have 2 working here. There's 22, and we've got all of the industry involved with the clay to do. So we are going to need more houses right in this area. Another crushed by a rock. The traders are fine. The smuggler's dock is up and running again. 24 coins there. And the next year did a stone statue and some healing oil and 11 spirits. Alright. Now we're going to lose our ability to maintain any sense of what's actually happening. That's too bad. We're not going to come in just tens. It's going to be random. This one should have the odd spirit in it. The odd spirit. This is the it's got the extra ghost over here, right there. 11. Okay. Anyway, we're just doing it for fun now. Now we're going to have a problem here. Unless I actually turn these off, they're going to start probably randomly turning themselves on because okay, Vapa, go for it. He said anything that be taken with a double innuendo. He will definitely jump on it. Then they're going to start working these storehouses over here. One, I don't have storage or anything else set up for them, so there is that issue. Material warehouse and a road. So we need a road through here, and I'm thinking we're going to go straight to the stone roads from here on out. Stone, we're doing good on stone. I was going to queue up all the roads in stone and just get it all done, but I know that nothing else is going to get built here. But that wouldn't be a bad thing. Think about it. Wow, I can really go straight through here. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll stop something like that, because wherever this last house is, which I really can't see, I think it's right there. So we'll come, well, when all this isn't queued up anymore, we'll come through there. Okay. Another stone cutter bites the dust, and a merchant's waiting. But now that the road's in, we can get probably 2 different storage warehouse, material warehouse. So somewhere in the middle of this run, right there, and somewhere in the middle of this run. Okay. So theoretically, of course this has gone against us every time, these guys are all going to dump into there. And then in between here, we'll set up some brickworks and some potters. And we'll get that going. Then we're going to need the housing to handle the potters and brickworkers, because everybody else will already have taken all these houses. And we also need to get a bunch of laborers and builders in these houses so they can be laboring out here building all this. So yeah, we have a great excuse to bring a lot of housing in. But let's continue shutting these guys down as we see them. And we need to find this trader. There you are. Yeah, this game works so much faster with those menus turned off. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clay, yes, 2,000. We're going to have a big transition coming up here, so let's overload the clay. What else here is beneficial? 200. And silver, yes. And firewood, probably not. No. Tin, I think we're doing fine on tin. In fact, we've got 2 foundries now making tin instead of just 1. So we're doing uber fine with tin. Bricks, no. I think we're good on that. Iron ore, we're fine on that. So let's go with that. So 3472. We have not used our fancy furniture in a long time. Let's count up by 20s. That is moving really quick, and overpaying by 128. Alright, so how do we make 472 out of something? 6 of these is a good start. 52 left. What is a 50? Trying to remember there. Well, 2 of these is a 50, and a 2. 1 mutton cut. Okay, that got us what? Clay and stone. Trade and dismiss. So, anything else to be checking on real quick? Let's go back over to the docks. So we didn't leave anything undone. We did. Wanted to see where this built out. And wanted to see that staircase. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. I haven't seen anybody use it yet. I assume it works. So let's staircase the same here. Themes, stairs. Right there. So the rest of it sinks into the ground. You can't see it. It's as if there's only 2 steps there. So with that, we should be able to bridge across with the creek plank bridge. So do we do it immediately? We could. Can we go 1 more out? We can. Yeah, let's do that. Now that crosses the path there, unfortunately. That's just going to have to be good enough. They're probably going to do a little joggy there and go across, or they're just going to automatically path right through this. In fact, the majority are going to path through this and never have to use that pathway. I just don't want to ever see somebody going all the way across to come all the way across to go over to here or whatever. So I want to make sure that's not ever going to be a thing. Otherwise, I'm thinking this is fine over here for now. We did a major cut through here, then we put a forester lodge in, and he's now replanting and cutting and trying to help us maintain our log supply. These guys aren't needed yet. We're not making spirits, so we're not making barrels. We are making, well, we are making barrels. We're not making casks, which I'm guessing are spirits or you know, the booze industry. We did throw this guy in. That's interesting. He is a regular forester, and we have so much of the hardwoods encroaching here, though the sphere of the hardwood forester is clear down here. What planted all that? Oh, that is something else. You know, we took 400 logs for those shore houses, which are probably mostly done now, yet we still have a lot of logs. So we are maintaining there. But this guy is doing what right now? He's bringing in a lot of hardwood and logs. Okay. We need to clear this out. That's something we didn't do. Let's get all the stone and iron out of here. Something like that. And eventually we're going to get, you know, all the farming in here. We're going to somehow eventually come down, cross over, and connect to this again. Okay, another shore house to put on pause until we've got our industry going. Okay, where are we going to put more houses in this area? What would work? We could house this area. Let's think about that. We housed through here for the mines. We did the same thing over here for the mines. We were going to do something kind of like this, and then like this. I'm not sure if that's truly the plan now. This housing hasn't really gotten going yet. That really should be our priority. We need housing. We're down to 80 students now and 88 kids. So let's kick the priority up on that before that really comes back and hurts us. Let's be a little more specific. You guys and you guys. I'd rather... See, I think they build according to what is closest to where they live. These are the ones that were closest. I don't know if we're going to be able to short-circuit that and get them over here. I have a feeling they're still going to want to do the closest ones, which is another reason why I don't want to queue up too many more roads. How are these guys doing? Plantations for the herbs. They didn't do very well last time, but the previous time, 3... Wow, we really did bad. Huh. 387 and it just ended. We are in autumn. This is still the beginning of the harvest, and we're already freezing. Wow, we're in trouble. Yep. 1/2 the yield over there. Probably going to see similar numbers over here. Half of that one. Well, these did get finished out. Most of them did. This one's really bad shape. No, I take it back. That's the way they look when they're done. They look like plants. You got it all the way to the end. Okay. Okay, I guess food-wise we are still fine. We're completely surrounded here. They start here and work this way. So the width must be just right that as they come across, they hit their limit and drop off. And then it staggers and then drop off. And so this is where most of it hits. Okay. Alrighty. So back up in here. Do we want to house any other place? I'm thinking businesses through here. What would be a business that would look good on a main strip like that? Let's bring this bridge across. This one did connect. So this bridge across, and maybe Now, the potters really wouldn't look good. This could be an industrial area, though. These don't have to be city-like businesses, you know, storefronts. This really could be an industrial business area. Okay. I like that. Grab some keystone. Fire you across like so. Okay, you're going to go there. You're going to go there. And you... Yeah, that's the problem with queuing all this stuff up. We should have a lot of farmers right now. Once they get all their stuff picked up over there, they should spend their late winter over here cleaning up all of these little things. That'll be their jobs in the winter. You off, you off. This is what I want to turn on when the next wave of nomads comes in. Have a whole bunch of jobs pre-built and ready to go. And the only thing that's going to hurt will be housing. So that's coming through there. I guess we could put in... I'm just debating. Do the potters go here or do they go in that right there? They would be most functional right here. I mean, it's right there next... I mean, the whole thing is just one nice, neat little package. So I don't know what goes there. So... we're not actually employing these guys, so we don't actually have to have somebody living out here. So we don't have to get these houses built right now. Okay, that helps out. So let's just go right back into the industry then. Potter. Right there. We are running 3 right now. Okay. So 3. Let's potter this side. 1, 2. So close. 3. 3 there. We don't need wells. They'll come right off the river to put out any fires here. We do need a well over there, though. Let's do that before I forget later. This little guy would look good. Well, that might be a road right in front of that. No, in between. It's possible. Okay, we can't do anything one space away. And this is going to be potentially 2 spaces of road over here. That looked good the last time we did that. Weavery the miner was killed in a cave-in. Let's just drop that in right next to that house. Okay. And for the sake of argument, we'll do the same thing next to that house. Actually, that kills the whole pathway between. And the whole pathway between. Okay. That'll be fine. They can still move around. Okay. That's good there. 3 of those in. And Brickworks. Where is that? That was in what looked like lumber, but wasn't really lumber. It's under construction. And if we put 2 of them this way... So, do we take them down the main road, or do we face them with each other? I think we face them to each other. Like that. Okay. So they come down, grab materials, go back to work. These guys will all face here. They'll go down, grab materials. These guys theoretically are dropping off in these 2 spaces. That's looking good. And yes, we're going to stack up maybe even a couple hundred jobs here. And that's fine. I'm not going to have a problem with that because none of this is a high priority. How are we on lumber, though? Lumber was a problem a while back. And I imagine a lot of the stuff is taking lumber. Only 119. Okay. Logs are being brought in, though it would make a lot more sense to do that out over here. Let's turn this guy back on with at least 1 employee. Nope, you're down. You are on and you are up. Okay, turn you back on. Do we do 2 or 1? Let's go with 1 for now. Yeah, let's go with 1. It's still double the production that we were just a minute ago. So we'll do that. I don't know how I want the road to look through here. This one is probably going to continue across the front of these houses. Probably going to come across the back side here and over and back in and connect to this one. So it's probably... In fact, I'd say that is the way that's going to go. So let's lay that out too. You know, now might be a good time for some nomads to show up again. Just to give us an updated or an extra labor force. Yeah, this guy's in the way, so I'm just going to... We'll touch the backside of that. We're just going to get little pieces of this road in as it lets us. Right there. I'm not sure how we're going to get from there over. Wouldn't hurt to get another bridge in over here somewhere. So we're going to come up like this. Well, we know this guy will go across. Where is he at? Right there. So he'll shoot across to there. And come across like so. Oh, this is all messed up. Alright. Yeah. I'm going to give up on that one. Okay. So with that, there's the beginning of our new clay industry. I see I'm out of time anyway, so I think we'll call this one done. And this will be the end of a couplet, so I'll have quite a few things that I wish that I had gone in and done. I think we had a trader that I missed. Yeah, I think so. And so we'll spend the beginning of next episode just finishing up a few things, and then hopefully we can get out into here soon. Start getting a new farming area laid out, get a hold of some nomads, and take off from there. So with that, I'm going to call this one done. I thank you guys for watching. This has been Noble Rambler. Hit the like and subscribe if you would, right down there below the video. And I will catch you next time. Bye-bye, folks.